yours. However, they chose a different method of defending themselves.
Well, I beat him up till he couldn't take no more, so Snooker toted the big baby Huey on his back, and they ran out of the building. What can I say?
Well, I think rather than just taking Kevin's word for it or Michael's word for it or mine, let's go back in time. Let's take a look at that match as it actually happened, and we'll let these gentlemen describe the action.
I see here he went for that big thing, but not on this kid. No, they had me down pretty good, Gordon. They've been beating on me. They done thrown me out on the concrete, but I had one thing in mind. It's perseverance. And I don't care. I've been beat before in wrestling, but it's going to be a long day before I let that big fat boy beat me.
Well, I might just say, too, that you had one of the finest tag team partners in the world going with you, and that's Kevin Von Erich.
I definitely did. Kevin was doing his stuff earlier in the match and had him off guard because they're not used to his style, and they're surely not used to mine, yet Terry and I, of course, we think alike. But see, there I had him, and I knew I had to get over and make the tag because, like I said, they've been beating on me, and I made it, and here come the boy to do his thing.
Kevin?
Well, right now, I can't describe what was going through me. It was, you know, it was like I have the wind of 1,000 hurricanes in my back when I get in there, and I know I'm right. I have lightning bolts in my fingertips, and I have fire in my eyes because these straps or these belts are what we have been shooting for. Boy, I laid one on his head right there, and it felt good.
The whole thing, Gordon, like I said before, that I've had belts before, and I'm not saying that the thrill is gone, nothing, but taking a belt away from Terry means everything in the world. And you see right here, I figured that we were just close to it because he had him in his hold, but Snooker was lucky enough to reach for the tag.
He made that, you hooked him with the Von Erich lateral roll, and he did make that tag, and now you're faced with Terry Gordy.
Well, you could call it what you want it, but I had him a perfect hold on him. He's got a little small waist, and I was gonna squeeze him down to the size of a Coke bottle, and then he made that tag, and here you can see Gordy is kind of outsmarted him there a little bit, but it still got me a little bit dazed and confused.
You notice the boy's been making a lot more mistakes since him and the kid parted, ain't you?
Of course, Michael Hayes referring, of course, to Terry Gordy.
There it is, there it is.
All right, you've got the Von Erich claw.
No. That's the hold my father invented. All the others are copies, but that's the one that my dad taught me. And that hold there, I feel very confident.
All right, the Von Erich claw applied to the head of Terry Gordy, and of course the referee checking. Michael Hayes keeping his distance outside the ring.
Yep.
The belts were within your grasp.
Yeah, but in the meantime, see, I'm recuperating, and I want some of this because Gordy is down at a disadvantage, and it's time for me to come take advantage of him when he's down.
Michael's screaming at me. Let me have him, Kevin. Let me have him.
All right, almost a count of three here. In everybody's opinion there at the Omni on that particular night, certainly the Georgia Tag Team Champions were defeated. You had him down. You obviously have him down here for a long count. Well, things just didn't work right.
I was tasting victory and had a bottle of champagne halfway open, man.
All right, Kevin Von Erich now continues to battle with this man. Makes the tag with Michael Hayes.
Yeah, this is my spot, baby. Yeah, this is when he's going to have to pay some dues. And every time I hit him, I enjoyed it. Every time means something. I get a thrill out of it, baby. Ooh.
One right out of the backyard. It caught him, put him down.
Yeah. Now, I'm sorry. Some people might call that disgusting. Some people might call it sick. But it's me, and that's the way it is.
Well, I might just add, of course, that with Michael Hayes, there's more here than just belts at stake. Personal pride and personal embarrassment involved. And now, again, you're scoring with those right hands.
See, what was even better than that, baby, was I had to get on it some more. Terry can't get up. Terry can't get up when I'm on him, baby.
Well, of course,
I'll tell you what, I'm going to help him up here. I'm going to help him up and take him one time.
Well, there's the Oklahoma Bulldog, and...
You know, it's funny, when that happened, a lot of things shot through my heads of all the things we've done. Because I knew I had him set up, and I knew I had him beat. Because you know it, Gordon. When you got somebody beat, you know it. You got to go for it. And I remembered what he did, and I said, that's it, baby.
Setting him for the pile driver at this point in time, the very thing that Terry Gordy has used so effectively.
Well, see, that was it. Look at him. He is laid out. I saw it, and there's Snooker. He pulled him through, and there they went.
This is what we were referring to, of course. There was no question in the minds of everybody, the thousands of fans there at the Omni at that time, and now millions of you having an opportunity to view it firsthand for yourselves. Terry Gordy and Superfly Jim Snuka leaving the ring. The count was on. The referee tolling the count, declaring then Michael Hayes and Kevin Von Erich the victors in the match. However, you can't win the titles that way. And Snuka and Gordy refused to return to the ring, so obviously they chose that as their only alternative. They knew they were beaten.
Well, Gordon, without a doubt, with the fence around that cage, you see that couldn't have happened. And Michael and I would now be wearing those tag team belts that I've really wanted for a long time.
Well, there it was, and there was the problem that we had, is that Snuka and Gordy chose to, well, they say discretion is the better part of valor, and perhaps they think that's what they were executing, but there was certainly
cowardice.
Yeah, cowardice is another word for it.
They could say what they want. What they did was tuck their tail between their legs and run on.
Well, that's putting it about as succinctly as a team combination that looked like it was going to be virtually invincible, but Kevin, unfortunately, injuries have put you to one side.
Gordon, we had him beat. I had that title right within my grasp. I know that that Michael and I would be wearing the belts now if he hadn't have pulled him out. Now we've got the cage. It was my big break. Snook and Gordy intentionally attacked me, ruined my knee. I've got to go to a hospital bed now. But I guarantee you that I will be back. And when I do come back, I'm not going to be all smiles and flowers. I'm coming back to get even with Snuka and Gordy for doing what they did to me. I'm not going to be able to be with this guy that I've grown rather close to. And he's going to be in this match with a guy that he's never been with before. But I guarantee you that I'll be with him in spirit. And when I do come back, I'm going to raise a little hell.
Well, I can understand exactly what he's saying. Kevin Von Erich has been put to the sidelines by injury.
I hate that this happened to you on my expense. And I'd like to apologize to you because, first of all, there shouldn't be nobody getting hurt out of this except maybe me or Terry. There doesn't need to be anybody else involved. And now another, I don't want to say innocent stand-by because the man's a fine athlete. He could take care of himself, but it was a centered attack. It wasn't just an injury that occurs, okay? So like I said, man, I appreciate everything you've done.
You're my friend. I'll be back.
You know, sometimes it's funky. Things happen and you don't know why, and then they turn out to be maybe possibly a blessing in disguise. Now, I had to go get somebody, and I had to get somebody that I didn't want to worry about something like a fine career happening to again on my account. I had to get somebody that could get down and do something that I wanted to do exactly and not give a damn about doing it. Now, I went out and I got me some rolling black thunder. You understand? 2-time Pro Bowl. I mean, one of the meanest defensive linemen you ever seen. And if I could get Otis Sistrunk to come out and just tell him all about it, big man.
Well, I'll tell you something, Brick. I'll tell you, I am one of the meanest men you want to see. And I'll tell you, Terry, I'm going to try to break both his legs. I'll tell you, when I come out with you with Mr. Hayes, I'm going to be one of the toughest men you ever seen. And I'm going to do the job. And I tell you, when I played professional football, I broke arms, legs, broke jaws. And I tell you, I was one of the meanest men ever hit the field for the Oakland Raiders.
I'm going to tell you something, Gordon.
I'll go along with that.
It's just a little something people don't know. Otis Sistrunk and I met about 3 years in a bar in Oakland, I believe it was, wasn't it?
Right.
And we got down and we had a good time. And I got a piece of film that if you'll show just a small relationship that Mr. Gordy and Mr. Snuka didn't know about. Just roll the film.
All right, let's take a look at the situation right now, if you will.
Now, you see right here come Big Terry. I done been beating on Snuka, and I got to fight him, too. Every time I turn around, it's 2-on-1, 3-on-1, no matter how many on one. I see that? I love that. But see, it's the same thing, baby. The same thing, the same old song. I tell you what, it's getting old. It's getting real old, man. Look at that. Look at that. That's the man I trusted my life with for 4 years, and there he is with another guy. If he could do it by himself, that'd be fine, right? And then there's nothing I could say about it. But no, man, it's 2-on-1. At this moment here, I didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, obviously, of course, Terry Gordy and Jimmy Superfly Snuka are great at, I've noticed, in other matches, too. They're great on this 2-on-1 situation.
Well, how do you think I feel? I'm the one that taught it to them.
Well, they've learned their lesson well, and, of course, you're the recipient of the pain and agony that's being dished out now by Gordy and Snuka. But
you can see they ain't getting tired of doing it either. They just starting to warm up.
Well, it was at a particular point in this match that, well, things sort of changed.
Well, like I said, baby, you know, sometimes you can never expect it, but a rolling cloud of black thunder come rolling right in. And just watch his here. Now watch what this man can do. Just watch, baby.
I want to tell you something. That is about one of the hardest forearms you want to see. And when I throw it, I throw it. I don't lighten up on it. And I tell you, every ball player I played against in the NFL, they remember it.
Well, I have a hunch right now that Mr. Snuka and Mr. Gordy are suddenly learning to remember things, too. Wow, you talk about the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Well, that irresistible force suddenly had to leave the ring. Otis Sistrunk and Michael Hayes standing tall in the ring at this particular point in time. And, gentlemen, all I can say is that later on in the program, I hope to talk to Mr. Snuka and Mr. Gordy, and I think it might be quite interesting to hear their comments.
Well, you just tell them to get ready because the final thing done come down.
There you have it, Otis. Although we have seen him on videotape, this will be our first time to see him in person. He will be accompanied by his manager and mentor, if you will, Mr. Gary Hart. We're talking about the fabulous Kabuki. And as you can see, Terry Gordy has joined me. He and Superfly Snuka are the former Georgia Tag Team Champions. That title is currently held by Michael Hayes and Otis Sistrunk.
Well, that's right, Sully. You know, there's a whole lot of excitement happening over the Georgia area. And it's like this. Anytime the kid's in town, you know there's going to be excitement going down. But, you know, I got a good friend, Gordon Sully. He's been gone for a few weeks. And he likes to cause a little excitement himself, and I'm sure all y'all people out there remember his name. It's Big Jim Duggan. And that is Duggan. That's not Dugan. And Duggan is coming back to the area to cause a little pandemonium because he likes to cause pandemonium just like myself. Duggan has been taking a little tour. He's been all around the world. He's been to Japan, Puerto Rico, Dominica. If there's a Rica, he's been there too, Gordon.
Well, indeed, Big Jim Duggan, who will be returning very shortly, obviously, here to the Georgia Championship Wrestling scene. And I assume now that Snuka is gone that you're going to take him on.
Well, that's right. No, Sully, Snuka's going to be back. Snuka's off with an injury right now. You know, in any sport, you can have an injury. It's just nothing to worry about, nothing to get upset over. He will be back. Snuka's looking forward to coming back, and he's going to cause a little pandemonium, too. You know, Gordon Sully, now these are the type of people that I like to hang with. It's not Michael Hayes. I don't like to hang with people like that, such as Michael Hayes, you know, who gets out here and he wants to insult everybody on the TV and everything. Well, Michael Hayes, you can go on and you can insult me all you want to, boy, but that's all you can do.
Well, obviously, of course, Michael Hayes and Otis Sistrunk, the new Georgia Tag Team Champions, having defeated this man, Terry Gordy, and Superfly Jim Snuka for that title. And naturally, I can understand why you would like to regain that championship, be it with Big Jim Duggan or whether it's Superfly Snuka.
Well, it's like this. What's this? What's this?
Well, you know, I was standing back in the monitor room, and I was listening to you shoot off your mouth, and I can't believe how much on this television you look like a big baby. So what I did is I found something back there that I thought I might give you. You see this little bonnet here, little cute baby bonnet? I thought that might look real good upside of that fat face of yours out here.
Let me tell you something, boy. I bet you wish you was man enough to put it on me.
Hold on, gentlemen.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
We'll be back in just a moment. Let's go to a commercial here. Let's